when this generation of small engine mechanics no longer exists, I don't know any 20-something-year-old
that are doing it.
That are doing that kind of thing. If somebody brings in a busted chainsaw, I may turn around and hand them a fixed chainsaw and a $400 bill. Correct. And their eyes get like this.
Because the problem is we live in a disposable society. Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the Text Tim podcast. Myself, Keith Hevlin, and with me the great, wonderful Clay Blair.
Hi everybody.
What's going on, man? What are you doing?
I'm adjusting my socks. I had to pull my socks up, which pull my pants, legs.
Obviously. I mean, you got to do that right as we start recording, obviously.
Well, it's bothering
me. Makes perfect sense.
I don't like to be bothered. You know that.
we know. we are very aware. What's going on, man?
Just supplying all of South Texas with all of this green, beautiful grass with as many lawnmowers as people want and need. So we're out again.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's funny.
I mean,
it's so funny. I was talking to a friend of mine last night. He was like, yeah, I'm going to come by there tomorrow and get one. I was like, dude, I don't have any.
No, you're not. It turns out you're not.
Love to see you. You're welcome to come by.
Yeah. Come hang out. We'll call you the next time we got some mowers in. So, do you guys have like a list of callbacks?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I figured. That's crazy. We go from nothing to everything, but hey, I'm not going to complain. So
yeah,
we got some water. Speaking of, I didn't look this morning, which is kind of not like me.
It's the weekly lake level update.
Yeah, the weekly lake level. Last night we were at 32.9 in Lake Corpus Christi. This morning we're at 33.5.
Hey. It's huge.
It's huge. I mean,
city council is just, they're good. Like, we didn't have a problem. What problem?
Yeah. And that's exactly what they're acting like. Because you saw that level one water conservation, the can got kicked down the road to like September 2027.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's how much water we've got, is we've kicked it like way down into, the latter part of next year. And that's assuming we get no more rain between then and now, right? Or now and then. But yeah, now they're like, I mean, what's the really big deal? We got water. Like, we'll kick the can down the road again. Like, it's no big deal. It's the whole thing's a joke. I was listening to former Mayor Joe McComb and David Loeb just now on the radio. Like the actual, well, I didn't listen to the radio. I downloaded an app to listen to the actual radio of Corpus Christi. 103.3. I had no idea what the host name is. No clue. Okay. But they were talking about like the city council. And David said, he goes, I wouldn't be surprised if the entire council got turned over or quit, like just doesn't run again. So it's interesting. I mean, you're from your neck of the woods, Carolyn Vaughn. She's apparently running for at large again. So
yeah,
maybe you can go to her house and tell her not to. Just have a convo.
Okay,
please don't. Just don't. It's cool. Everybody thought she was going to run for mayor.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I thought her ego wouldn't let her not run for mayor.
Oh.
So, but who knows? Yeah. So anyway, we've got a little bit of water, so that's good. You guys just got to be going nuts there at your place.
Well, we are.
Well, but I mean, service as well. Like, yeah, it's just going to be crazy, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Absolutely. Speaking of service, we're going to start affectionately referring to you as Uncle Clay.
Okay.
So your nephew, he came to me the other night and he's like, I think I want to be a mechanic. I was like, okay. And then he started describing to me what he wanted to do. And so I'm talking to him about like what a mechanic does, because he has in his idea that he just wants to fix things. So then he goes outside and starts trying to fix something. He comes in and goes, I'm a mechanic. Because he fixed something on one of the chairs outside. I was like, do you mean like a handyman? He goes, well, I wanted to be both. I was like, okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, knowing how to fix things is never going to go out of style, right? Like, things are always going to break.
It's going to get more in style.
Correct. Like, I mean, AI, I currently, you can't see it obviously, but I have 3 different AI things running at the same time building stuff while we're having this conversation. and I can do that, but I can't do that. I can't do this while also fixing a diesel engine in a tractor. I mean, to be clear, I can't fix a diesel engine in a tractor if I'm not recording a podcast. But I'm sure somebody could do both at the same time. But yeah, so then so he met one of my friends and clients in Houston that they own a mechanic shop back in Durham, North Carolina. And he really likes them. He's done a bunch of 3D custom printing stuff for them. He's like, yeah, they make a lot of money. I was like, yeah, they do well for themselves. It's like, yeah, I do. I just want to be a mechanic. So then that's why I sent you that text last night saying, hey, do you have anything broken? Because I went on Facebook Marketplace. I was like, yeah, I'll pay some money for some broken stuff. Like, surely somebody somewhere is selling some broken stuff. And people want basically what it's worth fixed. And I'm like,
yes. I mean, and you're actually describing two problems that we have. One is the future of small engine mechanics. I mean, there's not even a small engine school in Corpus. I'm not sure there's
which
one in
is
San
nuts.
Antonio.
There has to be, right?
The point here is when this generation of small engine mechanics no longer exists or just physically can't anymore. I mean, I don't know any 20-something-year-old
that are doing it,
that are doing that kind of thing, that have been to a school that, it's a little scary for, all these little gas engines. Diesel mechanics don't seem to be an issue.
Because,
there seems to be, I always think we're never going to find one, and then we get,
and then I find you one.
Yeah, that's right. Or 4 or 5.
Right.
The other thing that you're talking about is we have a problem with if somebody brings in a busted chainsaw, and says fix it. Well, I may turn around and hand them a fixed chainsaw and a $400 bill. Correct. And their eyes get like this, and my eyes get like this because I didn't know that this had happened.
Yeah.
I'm really not all that tuned in to what is actually happening back there on that bench and the expense that is put into this chainsaw. And our labor. Because you can buy a brand new chainsaw for $300.
Well, it's the economics of it, right? Because the problem is we live in a disposable society where we just throw things away instead of fixing them, unless they're really expensive. So I'm going to fix my tractor because my tractor's tens of thousands of dollars. But my chainsaw that I paid $600 for, it's going to cost me $400 to fix it. And it's not your fault that it costs $400 to fix it. It's just, it takes time.
That's right.
The problem is there's no incentive to actually fix these things.
That's right.
So therefore, there's no incentive to be a small engine mechanic.
That's right on the handheld stuff, on chainsaws, on trimmers, on that kind of thing. On lawnmowers, it's a little different story, but it's still the same mechanic.
Correct. Yeah, same mechanic. But I mean, that's the problem is if I can only fix like riding mowers, zero turn mowers, because even like a push mowers, sometimes it's just not worth fixing it because it costs less to buy or the same amount to buy a new one.
Right.
At some point, there's the demand for small engine repair isn't big enough to have a school or even have people that want to do it.
That's right. That's right. So that's why there is not.
It's a problem. I mean, but so like when I was a kid, so when I was 14, 15 years old, I was working at a place called Downtown Hardware. And it was old school family hardware, like true value hardware from like, had been there for 40 years, 50 years, something like that. And every day, like we would push the mowers out, we'd have to go get the ones that are getting fixed and, push those in, secure them, blah, blah, blah. And the line of people getting stuff fixed back then was so big because the economics of it was much cheaper for the parts and labor than what it cost you to go get a new one. Because I mean, back then it cost almost as much to get a mower back then as what it costs now. But here we are, fast forward 30 years. Like the mowers haven't got that much more expensive, but the labor obviously has, because I mean, look at all of all these expenses.
Right.
So it's really unfortunate because it's a really good skill to have. But
Mhm.
again, I told him, hey, if you want to be a mechanic, you got to be able to figure out you got to be able to figure out how to rebuild a carburetor. But again, that's another thing. Like it's sometimes just cheaper to get a new carburetor than to get the parts and the stuff it takes to rebuild it.
Yes, and I mean it just depends on the carburetor. We
Sure,
sold a guy a
sure.
$300 carburetor the other day.
For what?
It surprised me too. I don't know. I have no idea what this is
Good
going on.
gosh.
He ordered it, and
Didn't have
um,
Rumba for it. He's like, yeah, cool.
gosh, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I think I see. I think I'm not surprised when I see $100 carburetor or $50 carburetor.
300 is
Um,
a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah,
yeah. But
this
I
was
mean, a
high.
carburetor for you know, a trimmer is nothing because
Yeah,
again, people can go on Amazon, get it,
right.
Chinese made one that costs nothing, and the parts and the parts plus labor would cost more to actually rebuild this thing. So again, we just
Mm.
toss it. It's interesting, but he wants to do it. So the funny thing is, I said I want to be really clear. Like he's like, well, okay, you know, Uncle Clay's gonna give you something to fix. Like he's got something. We'll figure it out.
My fear here, though, is I'm going to hand him something that is not fixable. I mean, he can take it
He
apart, put it back together, take it apart. I can't promise you that he's going to.
So how do we learn though?
I don't know.
By failing, right? If it doesn't
Okay,
work,
but he's going to continue failing on something that is not fixable.
okay. I
As long
mean,
as y'all understand that going into it, okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. So he was like, okay, so if I fix it, what do I do with it? I was like, I mean, we'll try to sell it on Marketplace. I said, I want to be really clear. You're not going to make anywhere near as much on this as you do on 3D
Yeah,
printing.
right.
But, unless you're planning on going into some huge 3D printing, like, and making this as some huge organization and making money off of it, it's a much better skill to have. But again, like, it goes back to what I say all the time. You got to learn how to learn.
All right,
Like,
let me
you're going to
ask
sit
you.
down
Let me
and
ask
watch
you
videos
this.
and learn how to do this.
Let me ask you this. Let's say we needed a part for some tractor. Okay. And I don't. It's not a moving part. It's a
A
whatever.
latch or
It's
something like that.
something we need for this tractor.
Hmm?
Can't get it. Absolutely can't get it. There's not one in the world anywhere. We've searched the world over. Can't find it. Can AI and a 3D printer somehow produce this part? If it doesn't have to be a metal part,
Yeah.
if it can be a whatever.
Shoot, they have stuff that's made with like these super hard plastics and carbon fiber in them now.
Okay.
Like that are like super. They like when you hit them, they sound like they're metal.
Okay.
My answer would be between AI, a CAD designer, and 3D printing. And yeah, you could, as long as you had the dimensions.
Right.
I mean, I see people do this all the time. They 3D print parts for their fill in the blank. And now they have a much bigger or better printer than what Graham has. Like Graham's printer couldn't do like the super, super hard stuff that, you'd want to put on a tractor that's going to get really hot and have, wear and tear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, absolutely. People 3D print stuff for like that they can use on planes and stuff like that. So
Answer's
yeah.
yes. Interesting. Very
it's
interesting.
crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, so I mean, it's really, I don't know, the way this kid's gonna go. I have no idea what this kid's gonna be when he grows up. But his desire to just try to figure stuff out and see if he can make some money on it reminds me a whole lot of his dad.
Okay.
So I mean, at least he wants to learn, right? He's not just sitting there going, let me just go play another video game. So
Evidently, when I was a kid, I really don't remember this. Dad always thought that I was going to be some sort of mechanic because evidently I loved taking things apart, putting it back together. I don't remember this. I do remember one time they did not want me getting on the four-wheeler. I think Trace and Dad, for whatever reason, were keeping me off of the four-wheeler. And so one of them unplugged Dad, I'm sure, because Trace wouldn't have known where it was. Dad, I think, must have unplugged the spark plug.
Sure.
And so
Clay's like, I got this.
I was not very old, maybe 6 or 7.
Right.
And so I go out to this four-wheeler and why won't this thing start? Why won't it start? Why won't it start? Well, wait a second. why is this thing
Just
right
hanging
here hanging here when it looks like it probably should be on that white thing right there? Whoa. Off
Here
I
we
go.
go. Problem solved. That's hysterical.
Got it.
That's really funny. So, okay, so can you fix small engines?
Well, no. I mean, there are things I can do,
Sure.
but could I rebuild an engine? Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Could you rebuild a carburetor?
Show me.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, so he is currently at home watching videos on this thing called Probably Fixed It. It's a YouTube channel called Probably Fixed It, and this guy just does mowers, riding mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws. Like, he's going through and watching it. And this guy, I was watching a video of him because I was trying to find him, like, because again, I've never rebuilt a carburetor. I've never had to. Got lucky just never had to do anything that I've owned. But this guy was like, look, especially on the plastic carburetors, these things are the easiest thing in the world to rebuild. And he goes, this is a 30-minute video. After you've done this 2 times, you'll be able to rebuild any carburetor that you get in 5 minutes or less.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think that's right. I like you said, I've never had to do it. I think I know that we do it enough around here that probably if John did show me how to do it, I could probably take some of the stress off of them back there.
But you'd rather be selling stuff because that's
I do love selling. I do.
It's so funny. Oh man. All right. So I want to talk about soccer last night. So men's national team played last night. We scored in like the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds. It was amazing. We were playing all of our backups because it didn't really matter if we win this game or not. I was like, I don't like that. So we score, but then they turn around, they score twice. So we go into half down 2-1. Come back out, tied up. It's 2-2. There's 7 minutes or 8 minutes worth of overage. So it's going to go to like 98 minutes, 97 minutes. They scored with 5 seconds left. We lost to Turkey. I know you care.
I just got woke back up. Or were you
sorry.
done with that segment?
Yeah, it was so disappointing.
All right, I have I think one question.
Okay.
I saw all this morning. Of course, Fox and Friends is still shoving soccer down my throat.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that they lost. My question to you though is, you just said Turkey.
Correct.
What is this new alternate spelling of Turkey?
My assumption,
because all of my life, Turkey has been spelled Turkuy. Turkey,
not turkey. Yeah, they're calling it turkey.
Why? What is that?
Because I think that's probably the correct way you're supposed to pronounce it, would be my guess.
I think it's just a soccer thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You should search that one up. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought this was some new country that
no, the former Constantinople, the one and the same. Yeah, no, I'm not really sure, so I'm not helpful on that one. But anyway, that was disappointing. But we're playing again next Wednesday. I know you're gonna watch it. I know you're super excited.
When is this thing over?
Sometime in July. I mean, it's
early July,
middle
next
late
week.
July.
Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up.
Good gosh, what is wrong with you? It is not hurting you. Like, golly, man. That's just you're the what everybody's like. Oh, this guy, the American, he hates soccer. Okay, I got you.
Again, glad all those people are here and experiencing these great United States.
Yeah, it's hysterical. Watch all these people on social media. And heck, some of these people are getting like their followers to meet up with them and like take them to go do something local. It's just absolutely hysterical. See, you should be inviting somebody who's in Texas to come out and, ride on a tractor, something crazy. I don't know.
Did you? I think I asked you this. Yeah, I did. And yes, you do. The Texas Democratic Convention is coming to
super
Corpus
excited about that.
next
No,
week.
they're not coming. They're here now, Clay.
Oh, it's already now?
Yeah. Yes. Your boy Bernie's here. Like, like all the like C team or D team is heading down, man. The socialists
Fantastic.
are showing up. Yeah, and they said they expected thousands of people. And by thousands is like
Ones.
1,001.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,001 people. Yeah, no.
It stayed pretty quiet, or I guess I don't really haven't watched
You
much
know,
local news, but
well, I don't watch any local news.
yeah.
Deanna told me, she said, "Hey, did you know this was happening?" Because I had to go downtown to pick up Annabelle because she's doing the Harbor Playhouse camp this week.
All right.
And she goes, "It's supposed to be a madhouse down there." I got down there, I was like, there's a couple hundred cars.
Look, a Democrat.
Yeah. I was like, it's really strange. I didn't get my invite this year.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't.
Yeah, I
get
didn't get a text. I
didn't get a call. I didn't get any emails. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed because Bernie and I, like, I was super
Same
excited
page.
about. Yeah, like who else is going to be there? Like Cory Booker,
Cory Booker.
yeah,
Oh, and
everybody
the Tallarico.
Everybody who wanted to be. Oh yeah, the governor of Illinois, who he just looks like a mobster.
Pritzker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just looks like a mobster, right? Like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, so like you're the reason why nobody can afford to live in Illinois. You and the mayor of Chicago.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So yeah, so we've got Ken Martin, DNC chair. No clue who that is, but we got Cory Booker's allegedly going to be here. Michelle Lujan Grisham from New Mexico. Not sure. She's governor. Sure. Oh, Bernie Sanders. James Tellerico, the U.S. Senate nominee. Gubernatorial nominee Gina Hinojosa. Sure. And then TDP chair Kendall
I would just like to
Skinner.
welcome them all to our fantastic city. I hope you have a great time.
I do want to point out the fact that they use AI to make this picture.
Okay.
If you go back and look, does our bayfront look like that? Because it
no,
has.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it has like a bridge from Boston or something in it.
Okay, but also this is funny. Also in that fake bayfront, is Jamie's real life building,
and
workplace.
It's two different sizes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Would you like a Jamie's building update? We haven't done one of those in a while.
I do, but real quick, it's like Sesame Street. You got Ernie and Bernie. Like you got a tall, skinny one. You got a short, fat one.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny. Anyway, yes. So please tell me about One Shoreline.
Okay, so last week they didn't have no AC again.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So last week was no fun. Monday morning, she walks in, gets into the lobby, feels a nice breeze of cold air, and she goes,
good to go.
Oh, yeah. Good. We're good. Gets up to her office on the 25th floor and for whatever reason walked into what they called the file room, and one of the fire suppressors was leaking and had been all weekend long.
That's a problem.
The other part of this story is that the new leasing company has been trying to their lease is up for renewal coming up pretty quick here. And so this new leasing company has been negotiating, trying to, and the way Jamie said it is they're trying to build this building as in the shape that it should be, and it's not.
Yeah, like it was when it was originally built.
That's right. Yeah. So their first lease contract came back, and the price was I don't know how much more, but stupid more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they said, okay, we're not doing that. We'll negotiate this. So at the same time that Jamie last week, when the air condition was off, the renewal lady sent Jamie an email saying, "Have you talked to Will? Will's her boss. Have you talked to Will?" And Will does whatever he wants when he wants. Travels
Sure.
all over the place. May go off the grid for days at a time. And James said, "No, I haven't talked to him." Well, y'all need to renew this. And while Jamie's sitting there sweating, and so
she stayed
says,
there with no air conditioning.
She doesn't have much choice. She's got fans. She said with fans, it's tolerable.
Good gosh.
Anyway, so the renewal lady is forcefully trying to get them to sign this stupid contract, and while there is no AC in this building.
Let me know how that works out.
And then the water bust, and the lady calls again, and Jamie says, "Are you outside your mind?
You
kidding?
Obviously lost your mind."
Yes.
Like, obviously. I'm assuming this person isn't actually in Corpus Christi.
She is. That's what I said,
that's actually
too.
surprising.
And she is, in fact, in that building. Now, here's the other part of this. That I don't know exactly how a fire suppression system works, but it's metal lines run throughout the building. That building is now 40 years old. And if Jamie's if one of those pipes that is above Jamie's head has now started leaking, can you imagine the millions of square feet of that piping that's in that building that is also at some point going to ruin somebody's workspace?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. No, that's that's a problem. So I would be fascinated to hear how much they pay now and how much they're trying to go up to, because that was just fascinating to me that you could try. Well, one, office space in general, especially in high rises, is just not going up in pricing because during COVID, so many people realized I don't actually need this really high priced office.
Yeah,
I don't need this super high priced office. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
But then also, like, that thing. I mean, how many millions of dollars does that place need of overhaul?
A lot of millions of dollars.
Right. So are they going to stay there, or is there a reason why they would not move?
Well,
inconvenience.
Yeah. But here's what she has also said, and maybe you'll agree with this. I don't know. That's really the only thing that is around that can be leased. She said that all those buildings around there that are certainly not sky rises.
Yeah, they're sitting empty.
Yeah,
correct. See, again, like, this is where maybe the city council could jump on this since they don't want to try to get us water. But, like, hey, if you're not going to do anything.
They've got some found time on their hands now at the lakes at 33%.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't doing anything anyway. They're pontificating. Have you ever watched a city council meeting?
Segments.
So I watch them because, I have nothing else going on.
Okay.
Not really. I watch them while I'm doing other stuff. But every single, almost in every single point that they talk to where somebody gets a chance to say something, virtually all of them have to put their voice in there. I'm like, he just said the exact same thing you're saying. Everybody up there already knows what your opinion is on the subject. You don't have to speak just to hear your own voice. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't have anything constructive to add to the conversation, maybe you don't go until 2 a.m. If half of you just shut up because you're not actually saying anything. I don't know. But it's like one of these things, like, well, I have a chance to speak, so I have to speak. So I love to hear myself speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, good gosh. It's absolutely nuts. And again, the fact that Paulette and I are closer to being on the same side right now than the vast majority of people on that council is just mind-blowing to me. Like, what kind of world are we living in? It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. But anyway, I just sent that image because I didn't zoom in on that as far to see how bad that image was. I sent it to Deanna, and she's like sending it to everybody right now. She's like, this is hysterical. Like, I mean, there's just so many things wrong with it. And the problem is, again, somebody who's not in Corpus Christi made that, and they're like, that's close enough. I mean, because I saw a picture of it. Like,
I heard there's a beach.
Yeah, there's water, and there's this building that looks similar. But anyway, so yeah, back to what city council could do. Like, make it so like there's some sort of incentive that if you're going to leave your building empty and just falling apart, you have to pay taxes for what it should be worth instead of what the broken down version of it's worth. Because
what is the bridge in that picture?
That's what I said. That's what I told you. It's like from Boston or something.
Oh,
like that's a very like northeast bridge. Like if you actually, because I got it pulled up on my big screen here, like it's like, oh,
that's
yeah,
hilarious.
That's not right at all. I mean, the boats are on the wrong side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right.
Like, what the heck are the boats doing over there? No, it's solid, very solid. They did a good job on that image.
Great job.
Like, it looks real, right? If you're not from Corpus Christi, you're like, oh, that looks fantastic. But AI, like, you gotta give it a little bit of direction. That's all I'm saying. So, all right, what else happened this week? I don't even know what's going on.
I had to go to Hebronville yesterday.
Where is that?
It's south.
You sent me that. I was like, oh, it's down in the valley.
No, not quite the valley. It's just kind of southwest of Alice by 40, probably 50 miles. Not bad.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a long enough trek that anyway, I go there from time to time, and everybody I'll ask people. In fact, Jamie's boss's ranch. This is why Jamie has this job. Is part of her responsibility is bookkeeping for this ranch that that family owns and has employees on, and Jamie's buddies with all the employees. And time to time, I have to go to Hebronville, and I always ask the guys, where do they eat? What do they eat down there? And she will never give me an answer. And so
that's rude.
Yesterday, and it's my fault. It's my fault for I don't mean this offensively, but I kind of stereotyped Hebronville, Texas, South Texas, as this is going to have some pretty jam up Mexican food somewhere there, right?
Sure. I think that's a pretty fair assumption anywhere in South Texas, right?
I think so. So, meanwhile, I bypass going down there. AJ's. I could have stopped and got a taco at AJ's, which
or pancakes.
I never do, or the pancakes like my 12-year-old nephew. Because I'm going to find something good in Hebronville to eat. And so on the way down there, one of my customers called and said, "Hey, I need you to come look at something." I was driving not far from his place. And so I swung in there. I said, "I'm going to Hebronville. Where do you eat in Hebronville?" And he says, "Oh, you got to go to this place called," I'm not going to say the name, which tells you where this story is going.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that,
gosh,
didn't expect that.
So I was like, sweet, I'll go there. And so I go to Hebronville. I do what I need to do in Hebronville. I then am excited going to this place.
Sure.
Terrible. I was so bad. It was terrible. Just bad.
Was it Mexican or no?
Yeah.
They didn't have any pancakes.
They probably did. I didn't see the breakfast menu.
Might have been safer doing pancakes.
If I would have just, if I would have just tucked in my gut and my hunger for 40 minutes, I could have been back to AJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could have made it back.
Oh, get this. One of the waitresses sat down with me the other day.
No way.
Yes, she did.
On purpose?
To tie her shoe.
Oh.
But I took this as a major breakthrough.
This is a step up, right?
Yes.
Was it the lady that waited on us?
No.
Oh.
No, it was
nice.
It was a different
So was she talking to you while she was tying her shoe, or she was just like, because you're lonely and you always eat by yourself, I feel like it's safe to sit here.
I don't know.
Did she think maybe you just need a friend because you're always there by yourself?
I guess, maybe. I don't know.
There you go. Did she give you more sweet tea or unsweet tea?
Unsweet tea. Yes, she did.
There you go.
Oh, I got to show you
there.
this. Look at my great big giant Stanley which I've never walked around with a jug of water or a jug of anything.
That
for
thing
that
looks like it
matter.
weighs like 20
It's a
pounds.
10-pounder. It's full of ice. It's full of Sonic ice and water right now.
So that looks like a mixture of the Stanleys that all these women go to their
Heck
workouts
yeah.
with like a year or two ago, combined with the old Stanley like that my dad had.
Yep.
Like that's what that looks like. That's interesting.
It is awesome.
Where'd you
I
so why
was
also did you go out and buy $100
I
water
didn't,
bottle?
and I hope
Oh.
she didn't. I hope she didn't spend that kind of money.
Who?
But I took a lawnmower back to a customer that we had serviced, and she knew it was a couple weeks ago, back when we were really getting rolling, and it was she just knew she knew we were busy, and she knew how hard I was going, and so I parked her lawnmower in her garage, and came walking out, and she says, "Here, I want you to have this." And it wasn't, oh my gosh, she just gave me a Stanley. It was, oh my gosh, thank you for recognizing
Right. That I'm dying here.
that I'm dying. And I just hugged her.
She's like, "You're sweating. Please get off me."
And I said, "Tell me about this." She says, "I order these, I think she said on Amazon, and I give them to
I can't find them.
I give them to people that I like and the people that help me and that kind of thing." And I said, "You're the
That
coolest."
thing looks awesome. Hold it up again. All the way. Put it over. I'm taking a picture of it.
Okay, here.
There we go. I can't find it anywhere. That's interesting.
I don't know, but I love it.
I mean, it looks really cool.
Mhm.
Again, it's like a mixture of like the new plus like what we saw as kids, right?
Right.
Like the old time.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Huh. Well, that was really nice of her.
Mhm.
It's a good gift. I like
Mhm.
that. That's really cool. So what else happened? Anybody give you anything else fancy and new?
No. I
Okay.
guess.
Trying to think. We went and watched Nate Bargatze on Sunday.
Live here.
Live. Yes.
Was it good?
Holy cow.
Good.
It was, because again, you can take the kids, right? The kids absolutely loved it.
Okay.
So there was an opener. There were two openers. The first guy was okay. The second guy was absolutely hysterical. Guy from Alabama. Sounds like it's from Alabama.
Love Alabama people.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't like Alabama, but the people from there are quite fun. They're nice. They're funny. This guy was hysterical. And then Nate came on, and I mean, just like kids dying laughing, like still talking about the jokes today, like just hysterical. So it was fantastic.
Was it in American Bank Center in the arena?
Mhm.
Full?
No. Like didn't even, the upper deck didn't even, so it was Father's Day evening. So
yeah.
But I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, there's probably not even 5,000 people in here. That's embarrassing. Like this guy's like seriously one of the funniest guys I've ever seen. Like absolutely hysterical. And we can't, like, Corpus Christi, but this is why nobody comes to Corpus Christi, because we can't, like, the upper deck, they had closed off the upper deck.
If it wasn't for, and I don't just follow comedians.
Sure.
But if
I don't either. I follow him, but yeah.
I don't, as much money evidently as this dude has made, if it wasn't for Clay Travis talking about him once, not long ago, and then him being on the Theo Von thing, I don't know that I would know his name. He's
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've known him for years and years
Really?
and years. Yeah.
Okay.
For years. Because, I mean, he's a clean comic, which is not normal, right? So yeah, no, I've known about him for years. He's freaking hysterical.
Okay.
He was like on like America's Got Talent or something like that. Like, I mean, he's been doing the grind for like 20 years. So, and in that movie he did was also hysterical. You got to watch that, man. It was absolutely hysterical. But yeah, no, it was a great show. God, it was funny. Really funny. The dude from Alabama, he's living in New York. He goes, you want like all the people up there are just fascinated by the way I talk. But he's like, but have you ever heard of how a guy from Queens talks? And he nailed it. I was like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, that is hysterical. That's just,
I
it's
go
funny.
to when I go to Mahindra meetings or Bad Boy meetings, the
People from all over.
that southern, I mean, you can tell who's from Alabama, you can tell kind of Georgia,
Georgia, Tennessee,
but it's so funny to me. If in fact, there was a guy that used to work for us that was from Georgia, and he had that same kind of accent. And I would tell him when I'd get back from those conventions, gosh, I'm glad I just only have to listen to you talk, because I've been listening to all of your cousins for 3 days. They can't say the word tractor. It was some kind of tractor. And that's how he would say it. Why can't you talk? What is the problem?
What's wrong with you? Like, what's breaking here? It feels like this is not working correctly.
Tractor.
So Deanna's grandfather, Scooter, he's from Alabama. He like has a different pronunciation for many, many words. And the kids just think it's the funniest thing in the world. But one of them is Bermuda, and he says Bermuda. Bermuda. So
why are we talking about Bermuda all the time?
Like, so we put Bermuda sod down at our house at one point, and Deanna was convinced, because her entire life she doesn't talk about grass, right? She was convinced that it was called Bermuda, and I kept calling it Bermuda, and she's like,
I don't think that's how you say it.
No, she's like, are you putting the right grass in? Like, is it the right stuff? I'm like, what do you mean it's the right? Like, first of all, I'm the guy who like owned a landscaping company. I'm the guy that was going to school for landscape design and horticulture. And she's like, but like, Papa said that you were putting in Bermuda. I was like, oh my, Deanna, he doesn't know how to say it. It's Bermuda. Like, he just doesn't know how to say it. I mean, God,
That's funny.
But he says, like, instead of corner, he says Connor. Or like, what is it? Like, I can't even say it correctly. It's like the things he says, and the kids will, like, he'll say something, the kids will just make him say it like 3 or 4 times in a row. It's the funniest thing in the world, man. But yes, Alabama. Well, I mean, it happens in East Tennessee too, right? Like, you're just like, what were you trying to say? Like the yins, like what? They're like UNs. I'm like, again, what? What you're trying to say is you all, y'all, yins. Like, what? And I grew up there, and I'm like, what are we talking about here?
That's funny.
Yeah, no, country people, they'll make up stuff. Make it up. A holler. Get out of the holler. Oh man, it's great. All right, what else we got?
We may have reached the end.
I think that's it. That's all I got for today. Hey,
Sure.
We gotta wrap it up, folks. Thanks for listening, everybody. All 15 of you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You and Graham come. I'll put you a pile of dead, broken things together. Y'all
come figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll come see yous.
Come see. Yeah.
All right. See you, everybody.
Later.